You ever wanted the power to get back at your bullies? To give back the pain and suffering you felt your entire life? Many series offer the chance for you to live through this exact situation. From the fantastic Unordinary, to the recent anime receiving Lookism, to the series we're looking at today, combining the fantasy system we see in many different fantasy series, and the low to high tier rags to riches type series we see often, with the bully victim finally getting a chance to fight back. Reality Quest follows the picked-on substitute gamer Duanha, someone who is so good at playing video games that he plays video games for other people, unwillingly more often than not, as he's pretty low on the school hierarchy. No, not like Unordinary school hierarchy. Actually, you know what, never mind, it's not a bad way to describe it. Our main character is weak, unable to stand up for himself as one mistake makes his life all the more terrible, getting absolutely wrecked for just one slip-up, especially by this silver-haired dude, Sho Woo-min, someone who loves showing off his strength by beating on those who are weaker. And unfortunately for our substitute gamer, he is much weaker. Anyways, after losing a game and losing a special item, our bully forces our main character to get a legendary item in a week or suffer the consequences. After a straight week of gaming and teaming up with an insanely strong player and gifting him an even stronger weapon, Duanha passes out and likely dies, and wakes up the previous week. Yeah, that's right, time travel! Is that bingo? That's gotta be bingo. Anyways, after going back to when we first started the series, the same things start to happen. A girl asks him to play a game for her, he sits alone playing games in a classroom, he loses the game, and an item, but there are some things that are slightly different, as the legendary system and status window open, with the weakest stats imaginable, and he is given the class Powerless Substitute Gamer. Imagine being so weak that even the system that governs your world burns you like that. But the class isn't just a way to burn him for being weak, instead it's the perfect class for him, and that's not just me trying to burn him either, as where there are classes and systems, there are skills, levels, and EXP. And his class awards him with all of the experience points he's earned in every single game he's played, which are a lot. As his rank shoots up, he unlocks powerful skills. Each of his stats shoot up exponentially, and he becomes so strong that he can take down the bully that's been tormenting him this entire time with just one skill. But after getting to the max level, he ranks up to Sealed Substitute Gamer. Everything he just earned in that 1 second, every stat, every skill, every little thing, gets locked away, needing to complete quests in his life to earn keys and unlock his true potential. Each key does something a little different. Bronze keys increase his stats, silver keys unlock his passive skills, and a gold key unlocks his active skills. Technically, we're watching him getting stronger as the series progresses, but also technically more just watching him unlock, get it? Unlock his true potential, completing quests and taking down bullies. Usually they're one and the same. Most quests involve him facing off against a bully that picked on him or someone like him, and if he doesn't, well, the quest penalty is excruciating pain for an hour, and man oh man does it look painful. Reality Quest has a lot of what people already like in many series. The fantasy system we see in a lot of reverse isekais like Return to Player or My S-Class Hunters. The rags to riches F to S rank we see a lot in like Mythic Item Obtained, and to a lesser extent Omniscient Reader. But most interestingly, and perhaps more relatable, this idea and theme of bullying and following the victim of said bullying. Bullying in webtoon series isn't anything uncommon. I'm sure you'll be able to find a slice of life with these themes, but it's more than just bullying, but instead following the bully victim gaining the power to finally stand up for themselves. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the series that recently got itself an anime on Netflix, Lookism, and the spectacular series that I cannot shut up about, Unordinary, both follow a similar premise. That being, we follow someone who's pretty low on the school hierarchy. Daniel Park, Jeon Do, and Duanha. These people have no powers. Next to no one will stand next to them. These are people who constantly received beatdowns and had bullies on them just for being weak or different, just because someone wanted to feel strong. But all have power basically fall into their lap, whether it be the power they already had inside them, a new body, lookism is weird, or a system that intervenes and gives strength to the weakest. All of these series have the weakest, the lowest, the most overlooked, the most hurt, the victim, given the power to finally stand up for themselves. And there's a reason we like watching this type of story. Yes, Reality Quest has a lot that many of us like. Many things in isekais, reverse isekais, fantasy series have systems, time travel, F2S, quests, skills, stats, leveling up, all the fun stuff we see all the time. Having our main character be a victim of bullying does a lot. It makes him more human, makes him more relatable, makes him more sympathetic. We see someone who's been beat down and bullied, someone who's lived a terrible life, and that makes it all the more reason that we want to see him succeed. We see him as the underdog, someone who's had no hope in his life, someone who's had no strength in his life, finally given some little amount of strength. It immediately makes us on his side, but it also gives us some type of hope. That anyone can become better than who they are now, and that anyone has a chance to be strong or important. It gives hope. Look, Reality Quest is a lot of fun. I love video games, and this series gives a look at what that video game system, mechanics, and skills would look like given to the weakest person out there. And so far, it's been a really fun read. So make sure to check out Reality Quest, updating every week on Webtoon.